What's up, Anchor and addicts, or whatever you want to call yourself? Uh, yeah, so this is an ad. I'm in the shower, but I just gotta say, I just made my first Anchor podcast. Um, it was about a half an hour long, and Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. It was literally simple. I press a button, it turns on. Uh, Anchor gives you, everything you need in one place. Because you can do it right from your phone, or if you have a laptop or a computer or tablet that you could just do it from. The tools, they allow you to record and edit your podcasts. So, of course, you could add little snippets in there, or take out things that you didn't want in there. Um, but the good thing about it is they'll also distribute it for you, so you can be heard anywhere you want to, like on Spotify or Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. You can easily make money from your podcast too. Uh, and they tell you and walk you through all the steps. And the good thing is, you can download it now. Download it now, because I've heard this from Gary Vaynerchuk. I've heard this app going out there a long time, for about a year or two. That it's just easy. It's easy to use, and I know this ad is long, but I don't care. But you can download it now on. Go to Anchor.fm to get started. It's ANCHOR.FM to get started. Let me finish my shower, okay?
Hey, yeah, I'm listening to a coach be quite upset with his team. And they kind of screwed it up. Like, coach is like, you're supposed to do this, and you completely just did not want to listen to what I said. But, it's going to happen now and then. Lack of focus is something that's always prevalent when a team loses either big or down the stretch, or loses a lead because of lack of focus. Because sometimes the easiest plays are the things that you let slip by the first go around, because you wouldn't. Sometimes people wouldn't think that it would happen that way, and they think another way, and they're not prepared for both. So, yeah. I didn't watch the game though. I just heard it, and I've been listening to the press conference with the Pelicans game. If you guys didn't know what I was talking about. But yeah, I didn't even watch any basketball games tonight. I actually got up a little bit early, not too much early. I got up a little bit early, and I bought the gold edition version for the Immortal Phoenix Rising, and I uninstalled the last one because it just kept turning off. Like, it just kept turning it off, and it didn't matter what I did. So I uninstalled it, and when I got that, I actually just reinstalled it this morning before I went to bed, and started playing it. But I didn't go through and do what most people would normally do, and have a playthrough and stuff. But I actually totally kind of lost, not all memory, but some memory of what actually happened in the game, because I've done so many things since then, and I'm not 100% worried, but I like the reaction out of it also. Even if I don't have my camera on, I know that it's kind of hard sometimes for me to have my camera on, with it being 720p, 30 frames per second. So anything that goes by behind me, any motion at all, even if I'm moving, sometimes it stutters and sometimes it just doesn't capture it all. I mean, I've watched it. It's not so bad, but this game that I just started tonight, it seems like it just wants to eat up resources, but only at certain points of the game or certain times, and then it stops, like a sputter. So I'm gonna have to look into that. But I didn't actually go through all of that yet because it didn't shut off and it didn't have an issue except for when I was trying to save that first time. And then after I came back and reloaded it, it seemed like it was better. I'm not sure. I think normally what I would do, for me, I would just go through and turn things off that didn't work, restart the computer, and then make sure everything's off again, start the game, and then go through that process. Now, I wish there was an easier way to go through and have me live stream without it taking up so much resources, because the game alone already does, I don't know, like 60%. And then if I have a browser open or anything else open, it just, chunks at a time, and it just sucks. But, for the most part, I'm thinking I'm getting around 50 something. It's playable, it's doable, and I don't mind it. But anyways, that's what I did tonight. Not too much of anything else, really. I want to be able to start getting outside soon when the weather gets better, but that's not now. I just want to get out there because I'm just, either I'm feeling super tight and sore because of work, or I'm not exercising enough. I'm not sure what it is, but it's just aching all the time, and extra stretching, extra doing things. It's fine. It feels great to stretch when I do. So it's not like that's really the issue. It's just the extra exercise that I'm doing, like before work and stuff. I'm trying to get it all down packed, but sometimes I don't. Sometimes I don't get it all done. Sometimes I forget to do things because I prioritize other things before it, and then I'm trying to play catch up later, or I save it for the next day and then I'll do it the next day. But for the most part, the only issues I ever have with the exercising is just the push-ups. That's just because of me remembering to do it, having the time to do it, and then doing it. Like it only takes like 20 seconds or so, but still, like for me to do 40 push-ups, I gotta take the time out to think about, I'm gonna do this, and then make sure nothing's in my way, and then just go do it. And I just sometimes forget to do it, and then I'll have to make up for it later. Yeah, but now I got like an hour, so doing 60 push-ups in an hour, it's not a difficult task, but having to do it later kind of sucks having to do it. So luckily, I don't think it's been, no, it has, it's been a long time actually, since I've actually ever forgotten to do like crunches or sit-ups or whatever in the car. Even when I was in my dad's vehicle, I would do 80 every single day while I was at lunch at work. Now sometimes they were a little bit modified depending on how I felt that night. Like sometimes I'm not able to go down as far and do that full crunch because my back might be hurting a little bit more. I do and have taken off this posture brace at lunch also to see if that has helped, and it seems like it has. But I still have the issues, so I just do what I got to do. But I continuously do the same things every single day, so my body is used to it. and I know if I forget to, my body's gonna let me know. So on my weekends, I try not to do as much, just so I can give it a rest a little bit. But I still do like a little bit of exercising, shooting hoops, or whatever it is. It's just small activity, not a lot. So it's kind of like me being a NBA player or whatever. When I have to go to work, that's the time I have to work, and then when I'm home, it's like I do a little bit, I do enough, but not a lot and not too much, so that way I can come back to work and do my job. That's just how it works. So anyways, I'm gonna get going here. Yeah, I need more stretching. Anyways, hey, let me know how your weekend went. I know it's always seeming like I'm selfish all the time, and I am. I'm very selfish. I'm very selfish on putting myself on video to let anyone and everyone see anything that I do and say. But I'm doing it for you too. You might not understand it, but everything I say and do is either a positive or a negative to someone. Like it is what it is, and maybe it's not. Maybe it's just neutral, but it's something, right? It is just all about finding that thing that hits you, and that's what I'm trying to do. So any video that I make, anything that I do, I'm just trying to give you that feeling, whatever that feeling is at that time. I can't describe it for you because it's your feeling, but I'm here to do that. Yeah. Anyways, have a great night.